You know, one of the salient characteristics of Paleolithic pop media is its dogmatic adherence to pushing false scandals targeting non-leftists and assiduously avoiding or discounting highly believable, verified scandals among the left. And now we get to serve you the hottest new sample of this, thanks to our lefty pals at Politico. It's the myth that, get this, the Hunter Biden laptop scandal fizzled. Hi everyone, I'm Gardner Goldsmith for MRC-TV. You know, it's always educational to watch how pop media outlets cover the content of scandals and/or how they avoid the content and instead concentrate on the political handling of the content. Because, of course, the latter is itself actually a factor of the political handling of the content rather than real reporting. And so one can tip the hat to Breitbart's Joel B. Pollack, who noticed that the left establishment Politico wrapped up its non-coverage of the actual Biden laptop scandal with a pretty nice little bow. Politico reported Sunday morning that the story of Hunter Biden's laptop and the emails connecting Joe Biden to his son's business interests fizzled. Curiously, the outlet did not notice that the story had been censored by the media and big tech. Indeed, one of the biggest recent stories of media censorship, that being the Twitter blackout of the New York Post when the newspaper revealed the shocking emails, photos, and verified evidence trail of the Hunter laptop, has itself been overlooked by Politico. As Pollack notes, moreover, Politico fails to note that the Hunter Biden storm was actively suppressed by Twitter, Facebook, and the media, with the New York Post suspended from posting anything on Twitter for more than 2 weeks based on the false claim that materials on the laptop had been hacked. But what would one expect from the consistently disappointing Politico, which was co-founded by Robert Albritton, who is so enamored with deceptive socialist Lyndon Johnson that he's on the board of directors of the Lyndon Baines Johnson Foundation. Would it come as a surprise to find out that as one flips through page after page of Politico website posts searching for stories about the actual content of the Hunter Biden laptop, one finds almost entirely not stories about the verified contents of the laptop? Would it shock anyone to discover that Politico overwhelmingly avoided the actual content of the laptop, including photos of the junior Biden with what looks like a crack pipe in his mouth, emails detailing alarming deals with Chinese business interests, and possible references to the influence his then Vice President dad might have had to help him? But instead, Politico spewed out stories on how political forces were handling what it portrayed as an unfounded scandal. Kyle Cheney and Andrew Desiderio offer exactly this at Politico. Trump pushed two factually challenged narratives about Joe Biden in the waning weeks of the campaign. In one, Biden was a mastermind of an effort to spy on Trump's 2016 campaign, collaborating with top intelligence officials to derail Trump's incoming administration. In the other, Biden was the secret beneficiary of multi-million-dollar business deals with shady foreign interests carried out by Hunter Biden. But as Breitbart's Pollack correctly notes, in fact, no one suggested that Biden was a mastermind, but Biden has never explained his presence at an Oval Office meeting where the investigation into Michael Flynn was discussed, an investigation that the FBI already knew had no legitimate reason to continue. Biden also was among those Obama administration officials who unmasked Flynn's name in intelligence reports. Those facts don't seem to be relevant to Cheney and Desiderio at Politico. And Pollack notes, as for the Hunter Biden story, there was ample evidence that Joe Biden knew, contrary to his earlier claims, about his son's dealings, and that Hunter Biden's position on the board of the Ukrainian energy company Burisma posed a conflict of interest. Several Obama administration officials admitted that they had raised the issue themselves. But of course, all of that seems completely unimportant to Politico. In fact, the very curiosity about it is depicted as part of some scheme to undermine Smokin' Joe. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain, Dorothy, and don't let your dog get near the fabric to tear it away. Oh. And by no means should one look back further in time to the months preceding Hunter's appointment to the Burisma board, when the Obama administration was intimately involved with the overthrow of the elected president of Ukraine in late 2013.
We had brokered a deal to transition power in Ukraine.
That would be a time period when the Obama administration clearly wanted to isolate Russian energy exports to and through Ukraine and the Crimean Sea, just as the U.S. has for years been trying to stop a Russian-Syrian gas pipeline from bringing low-priced fuel to Europe. And that would be a time period when, prior to Joe's son magically being placed on the board of Ukraine's biggest state-created energy corporation,
I joined the board of Burisma, which was a Ukrainian natural gas company.
A key spot to give Hunter power over Russian energy imports to that nation, Vice President Biden got all palsy with a real Ukrainian neo-Nazi by the name of Oleh Tyahnybok, leader of Ukraine's socialist fascist Svoboda party. All of this is real. All of this is verified. Biden is in photos with Tyahnybok. Tyahnybok is a fascist. But don't ask Politico about any of that information. And likewise, don't ask about Hunter getting into such a key position after his father hung out with Ukrainian fascists.
I think that it is impossible for me to be on any of the boards that I just mentioned without saying that I'm the son of the Vice President of the United States.
That would be bad press. And it seems that Politico only wants the Biden family to look squeaky clean.
Well, I'm not sure you should assume I'm not corrupt.
We know that Hunter Biden's laptop was recovered, and reams of questionable information have been revealed because of that recovery. But don't ask Politico, because that would be bad form. And don't pay any attention to how social media blocked the story from being seen. Just call it a fizzle, because it's easier to let Politico think for you. And it hides the important fact that certain social media sites block real news from reaching real people. They must like imagining themselves to be gatekeepers. But we real people don't need gatekeepers in front of our minds. We have open minds, and we can think for ourselves. Thank you so much for being part of that great team, everyone. Remember, if you're watching on YouTube, please hit like and subscribe and share these with as many people as you can. Truth is so important nowadays. It's eternally important. Remember also, if you get the opportunity, please go to MRCTV.org, MRCTV.org. Send the link out to friends. Check out all the stories that are happening there. The team really works hard. They're awesome, awesome folks. I love them all. And if you get the opportunity, visit us on Facebook, see us on Instagram. We're on Twitter. I'm on Twitter as well. It's @GuardGoldsmith if you want to visit me over there. And please, if you want some great items in preparation for Christmas, go to MRC-store. You get to support MRC, and you get some great items as well. For MRC TV, I'm Gardner Goldsmith.